There's a reason why more of your friends and neighbors talk about their cataract surgery at Wallace Eye Associates. They know our tradition of eye excellence spans decades. They also know how committed we are to our local community. If you're ready to have your vision restored through modern cataract surgery, call us to schedule your annual cataract evaluation. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Good afternoon. Can't hear me. It's there, but I can't hear me. All this moving around of equipment. There we go. We're trying to get these last few things worked out there. There we go. Welcome back out here to live coverage, or welcome back if you're just now getting to join us, because we're just now getting it up on the air. I will definitely have the recorded first few innings up for us to watch here shortly. You won't have much graphics, but you will have the watch of it going on. Get all the other goodies going on here in just a moment. Trying to get everything connected and back up and going. This one between Good Samaritan. See the throw over to the side, not in time. Good Samaritan Fellowship Hornets and the Chef of Baton Rouge Patriots here for this semifinal game one of ACEL Championship Softball weekend. My name is Chuck Perkins. You are watching 446 Sports. Now to bat is number 31. Top of the order, top of the lineup again, and that is Cammie Bonin. We'll get the scoreboard updated here in just one moment. Chef is leading 4-0. Foul ball down the side over here by the first base line here where the coach was, and the on-deck batter coming up next will be Rose Baracco, rather. Get that out in a moment. 0-2 is the count. Cammie, there we go. Heard that from the side over there. Pass ball there, a wild pitch. Get the base runner down here to third. Get caught. Throw in. Keep the base runner there at third. Goes at 1 out. Rose Baracco up to bat now for the Patriots. He's in there, strike one. Sorry for the delay startup here. We are in second inning. Bottom of the second, as a matter of fact. Again, like I said, we will have the full recording back up later on and post that link for you to watch. The first 2 innings. Shot there going out to left field by Baracco, and that brings number 6, Allie Babin, in across the plate. Jules Essig, the first baseman here for the Patriots. Wild pitch will advance the base runner over to second. There we go. Got the scoreboard up to date there. 5-0 there. There's somebody referring to the camera down there the whole time. And we gave them an announcement before the game. There it's a live mic here, so uh-oh, they say uh-oh. Hannah Brown here for the Good Samaritan Hornets, having some difficulty holding on to that pitch, and that'll advance your base runner 60 feet down here to third base. Count is 2-0. Hard hit ball to third, over to first in time to get that out, but that does allow the base runner to score. That is 2 outs here for the Patriots. 5 runs they put across. Number 23 up to bat now, Kimberly McKnight. She plays designated player here for the Patriots. One and oh's the count. Swing on that one. 1-1. There's a big hit going out to center field. Center fielder there for the Hornets, Riley Minter, grabs that one and gets the third out of the inning, retires the side after 3 complete innings of play there. 2 complete innings. The Patriots are leading 5-0. We'll be back in just a few minutes. You're watching 446 Sports.
We've all seen how quickly things can change. Everything from the world around us to the cost of things we use on a daily basis. That's why we all need someone in our corner to keep our family protected while still watching out for our pocketbook. I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. There's no better time than now to complete an insurance review to make sure you're properly covered and not paying too much. Whether it's in our office, at your home, or your place of business, let us help you find peace of mind. If you're in need of your insurance checkup, whether auto, home, or life, Talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
We are back here, live coverage of ACEL softball and baseball championship weekend, but I am covering softball over across the river on the what they call the Nest Holy Savior Menard campus. Baseball is where it is going on. We're out here in Ball, Louisiana, having a ball out here in Ball, Louisiana. Top of the third here is number 27 here for the Hornets. There we go, getting my little score sheet up to date. There's number 27. There we go. And the count is no outs. It is 0-2. That one's down low for ball. So we've got the count of 1-2 now. There we go. Got a three-man crew here on the field for these championship weekend. 2 today, 2 tomorrow. We've got semifinal. This is semifinal game number 1. That one's fouled up and going to go out of play and hit that covering there where the fans are sitting. Just in case, not doing much for sun blockage because it comes right across there from left field. So those that are on this first base side are just right getting toasty and tanned on the front side. I don't know if we'll see them rotate around when the inning changes or not, but they might be like a bunch of little rotisserie chickens out there. Somebody throw some seasoning on them, get them spiced up there. That's going to be an out number 1 there, swinging on that one for number 27, Avery Schultz. Back to the top of the lineup, we have here number 13, Abigail Woolard. Little chat with the umpires down the line here, down third base line here, checking on something. .13 gets one hit out here goes out to center field, and that'll put her on base for the Hornets. Advances there to first. Great shot there by Abigail Woolard. And that's going to bring up number 2, Hannah Brown. As you hear there by our PA announcer, I was fixing to say Al Trahan, but I know Al Trahan, but this is Al Quartermont. There we go. I had to look over, and I know him. I know his kids, and I just looked over. I said Al, and I was like, wait a minute. What's the last name? So he's worth more than a quarter. And they got her on the throw down there to second base on the stolen base. Patriots said no. And that retires any base runners there for the Hornets. That was a strike. I didn't see what the first pitch was. I don't know if it was a ball. Maybe home plate umpire will hold up here in just a second. We'll see. 0-2 is the count. There we go. Thank you. He must have a speaker in his ear that he's listening to us and heard my request there. Appreciate it. That's caught him looking on that one. That's going to be 3 outs after the stolen base. So now after 2.5 innings of play, we're coming back to the bottom of the third for Chef up to bat. Now they lead 6-0. We'll be back in a few moments. You're watching 446 Sports.
Firehouse Subs just partnered with Hot Ones to create 2 new hook and ladder subs.
One with pickles marinated in Last Dab Reaper sauce to test yourself.
And a milder one with crispy garlic chips if tests aren't really your thing.
Find out how hot you like it for a limited time at Firehouse Subs.
Now coming up to bat here for the Patriots, number 27, that is Faith Haddad. She is the pitcher for the Patriots. Starting up here for this bottom of the third. I guess it's Haddad. I've not said Haddad, but Haddad. Yeah, redneck it down a little bit somehow. My name is Chuck Perkins. You're watching 446 Sports. Glad to bring you this live coverage of ACEL Championship Softball weekend. Game 1 of the semifinals is here right now. We will have Game 2 following this one, but it will be on a different feed. We don't continue our feeds. That way it makes it a lot easier if you're trying to watch something or watch a game. You just go straight to that game instead of having to scrub through, all the way through to finally find it. This way it's each one has its own feed. We have a 1-1 now as a count, I believe. I didn't see what they called on that one because I'm behind the post here for some reason. Tucked myself, trying to block the sun off my eyes, but yes, I'm up in the press box, but it's still just peeking through here. Go with 1 and 2 there. Yeah, there we go. I'm convinced that he must hear me because he hears the question in my voice, even though I didn't ask for it. He just heard me questioning. That was going to be fouled back and away to reset here for the 1 and 2. Pitching for the Hornets is Kenley Fife out there in the circle. Behind the plate is Hannah Brown. That'll give you a defensive run around the bases here. Over on first is Harley Malnar. Second base is Megan Moore. And on third base is Avery Schultz. And at shortstop is Abigail Freeman. And that's going to strike out there. Number 27, Faith Haddad. Coming up to bat, it's going to be Madison Lane. Second baseman. In the outfield for the Hornets, in left field, Lorelei Gilbert. Center field is Riley Minter. And in right field, it's Abigail Woolard. That one's up and away, ball 1. Beautiful day here. Had a threat of rain early on. Wasn't sure. I didn't talk to anybody because I sure didn't want to say it and jinx it by any means. But my question was, I wonder if we'll get to start on time because there was some high chances of rain. But and I did not set out my center field camera because of that. But I didn't say anything to anybody. I just said, I'm just not going to do it that way. You know, I'm not real speedy, and I don't. If it starts raining from the press box all the way around to the outside, around the center field wall on the outside, I think Al would beat me on a foot race all the way around there. Because be the tortoise and the hare thing here. Tortoise versus the turtle, he says. Count now is 2-1. But yeah, so tomorrow we'll have a 3-camera shot. Haven't need the one on first base very much here, and it actually kind of difficult with that sun coming in, and it's makes it darker. Just kind of like with your eye, a camera that operates the same way, especially a video camera. If the sun's coming in, it's trying to close out, squint down, and so it doesn't let a nice, pretty picture out because it's trying to protect what's inside of it there. So if I give you a shot of that camera, you'll see it's kind of dark out there. And that's just because that sun is there. But once that sun goes down, and these LED lights in this well-maintained field out here by Ward 10, and there's going to be swung and maybe a drop ball there, strikeout. But either way, it's going to retire lane there for the Patriots. And that's give 2 outs. Now coming up, number 4, Serenity Campbell.
Number 4, Serenity.
Up to bat here. Fouled that one back into the backstop here. Appreciate ACEL coming to Central Louisiana and the folks here at Ward 10 making it available, and Dixie Youth making it available. Luckily, I would say they did not have anything booked this weekend, so fields were available, but they have promised in the future to work and keep things here, so that would be great. Great partnership here between ACEL, Ward 10, and Dixie Youth to make that happen. I think that's 2 out of the zone there. It's going to be 2-1 now. Let's swing on that one. 2-2 is the count. 2 outs. Chef of Baton Rouge, the Patriots here, hold on to a 6-0 lead. They're battling with the Good Samaritan Fellowship out of Fred, Texas. Yes, Fred, Texas, just north of Beaumont area. And there's a hit going down and foul out past first base line there. We'll reset for the 2-2. They travel up here. Then the number 3 seed coming in, whereas Chef is the number 2 seed in this championship weekend. It's going to be fouled out of play as well, going over that home side, if you will, stands. Home side is on first base line. The visiting Good Samaritan are on the third base dugout. That one's fouled down and hits the batter in the back behind. In the back shoulder area behind, back shoulder. That would be behind her, yeah. Somebody said, no, you can't do that. All right. Get my ambiance mic there. And I can say they've been warned. Mike does work. How's that kind of a take off the old country and western song, Have Mike, We'll Listen? That one's fouled away. Just battling up there is Serenity Campbell there. Battling away. Oh, they're showing off their spelling skills down there in the dugout. Battling away, fouling them off, staying alive, staying alive. Ha, 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 ha. Staying alive. Serenity Campbell hits that one up to the pitcher back and over to first base to get the out on that one. And that retires the side with 3 outs. After 3 innings of play, Patriots lead 6-0. We'll be back in a few moments. You're watching 446 Sports.
Firehouse Subs just partnered with Hot Ones to create 2 new hook and ladder subs.
One with pickles marinated in Last Dab Reaper sauce to test yourself.
And a milder one with crispy garlic chips if tests aren't really your thing.
Find out how hot you like it for a limited time at Firehouse Subs.
We are back live here for the top of the 4th action. 446 Sports bringing you ACEL Championship Softball Weekend for game number 1 of the semifinals. Up to bat here for the Hornets of Good Samaritan Fellowship is number 9, Kinley Fife. Found that one back and away. That's going to be 1-1 as your count. There we go. As your ambiance mic in there, the danger mic, if you will. That one's fouled back and away. 1 and 2 rather. A lot of times I have that camera, and I may do that if I have time between the games. Bring it over here behind home plate. That way it kind of catches action here. That one's going to fall fair into just inside the line. And you see Fife making her way around to get a triple there. Coach holding her up, says, whoa, 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 wait right here, wait right here. Good shot there by Kinley Fife, there, the pitcher for the Hornets. Next up to bat here for the Hornets. Got some energy flowing is number 20, Harley Mountar. Plays first base for the Hornets. That one's up high. 1-0. Good start of the inning here for the Hornets. Just a bit outside or high, one of the two there. 2-0. And fouled away. Out and down that right field line. 2-1. Refresh that scoreboard down there for you here in just a second. It's dialed back and away as well. Swung on that one. Strike 3, and that'll be the first out for the Hornets. Now up to bat is Abigail Freeman, number 28, shortstop. Showing bunt there and takes it for the first strike. Find out why my scoreboard's not showing on the screen. Showing bunt, bunts it down. Great bunt, but does indeed score. Number 9, Kinley Fife. Great job there by Abigail Freeman doing the sacrifice bunt to get a run across the board there for the Hornets. They're on the board now, the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. You don't see, but I will have it up there shortly. 6-1 now. Shortstop overthrows it to first base. Runner is on her way to second and gets there in time. To get there. Now coming up back, number 4, Megan Moore, having after a little meeting there in the circle with the Patriots head coach. Taylor Arendt. Let's see if we can get going here with our see if we can get that going there. Refresh it. There we go. Now we got it on there. And what else do I need to refresh? Let's try to get that refreshed as well. Our ticker down at the bottom kind of give you some updates. That one's going to be fouled down that third base line. There's the ticker flowing there. Our Sadler's towing, scrolling ticker. You see at the bottom scrolling along there, letting you know what we have going on here, all the different places we are broadcasting today and upcoming events. There's Megan Moore in there with Mentor over on second base. The count is now 1-1. All that talk I was telling you about the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard, bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Now you can see it. That one fouled back into the backstop, 1-2. Yellow 2, he says. Kind of feel unfair for the folks on the third base line. We don't get to hear them chatting. Fouled back into the backstop there. Reset for the 1-2. 2 outs. That one's hit, and it's going to get past the pitcher over to second base to first base in time to get the third out of the inning and retire the side, but not before the Hornets could push one across the board. So they are now on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard, but they trail 6-1 to the shift of Baton Rouge Patriots. We'll be back in a few moments. You're watching 446 Sports.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Here we are back now, top of the bottom of the fourth, rather, for the Patriots. Leading off here is Hazley. Is that Rodriguez? It looks like Rodriguez. Yeah, number 38. She plays third base here. 88. I said 38, but 88. Hazley Rodriguez plays third base here for the Patriots. First pitch in there was ball 1. And that one's just a bit outside his old former, I say former, but the late Bob Uecker used to say. 88. What a great year. That's the year I graduated high school. Wow. I am way young, says the Owl. Quartermont over here, PA guy. The PA guy, Owl, Quartermont. There we go. See, I'm just, it's like a deck of cards. Shuffle it up. You never know where the words are going to come out. They're all there, just don't know how they're going to come out. 3-1 now, the count. So shall we take a poll? I can't ask Miss Sandra. She's up here with us, but we can't ask her because she's somewhere around the 29 mark, I know. So we'll just go with that. Al, what year did you graduate? 83. Well, you're just 5 years. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm a little bit younger, but not like dark ages, you know. 91. Wow. Well, you see, there's only 3 years there. So I'm kind of like the ham and cheese. I'm wedged right in the middle there. Right. Next up to bat here for Chef Patriots is Allie Babin, who also plays left field for the Patriots. Now that we're all dated, didn't need a carbon test for it either. Strike on that slap attempt there. That one's going to be fouled back and away, just staying alive here. Reset for the 0-2, 1 out. On our next outing, we'll have the Patriots out in the field. I'll run through the defensive stance where everybody's at. That one's back up to the pitcher, over to first in time. And that's going to get the second out of the inning here. Retire Allie Babin. Coming up at the next, we're going to be at the top of the order, number 31.
Number 31, Kami Bonin.
Kami Bonin. Kami Bonin. Fouled that one back into the backstop. Was not going to let that one whiz by. Another cheesy joke. Somewhere, Doug is not listening, but he's going to go back and hear this and go, oh, Chuck. Oh, can't let you go anywhere, which is the same thing my wife says. When there's a technology store around, she will not let me go in there with a card. She said, oh, yeah, you can go look all you want to. No cards. Leave them here with me. Fouled back. Just fouling away there. Card. No money. No, can't charge it. Can't buy it. Nothing. And she doesn't let me carry cash anymore. And I tried to plead my case, saying, how am I supposed to buy you something as a surprise without you knowing it? She said, I'll act surprised. That one outside there for ball one. Our anniversary is coming up, May the 5th. I chose the day that we got married and the year that we got married because I know there's Cinco de Mayo, and you hear that said everywhere on the radio if you're listening or anything, billboards or internet or whatever you're watching. There's always something talking about Cinco de Mayo. So I figure when I get old enough, I'll see that and go, oh, wait. Yeah, that's my anniversary. And so I won't forget that. And that one's strike three down, looking for Kami Bonin, and that's going to retire the side. And we're going down to the fifth, going to make our way to the fifth inning, and we'll be back in a few moments. And I'll continue my story in a few moments when we get back. You're watching 446 Sports.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
Firehouse Subs just partnered with Hot Ones to create 2 new hook and ladder subs.
One with pickles marinated in Last Dab Reaper sauce to test yourself.
And a milder one with crispy garlic chips if tests aren't really your thing.
Find out how hot you like it for a limited time at Firehouse Subs.
Welcome back out to ACEL Championship Softball Weekend at Ward 10 Ballpark here in Ball, Louisiana, Central Louisiana area. Right here in Pineville. Ball is the next municipality over, going down 165 north if you're headed towards Monroe. But right here, right across, basically across the railroad tracks that are not used anymore. But anyway, I digress a little bit further. But we are back here for the top of the 5th inning with the Hornets batting. Lorelei Gilbert, number 11, who is the left fielder for the Hornets, for Good Samaritan Fellowship Hornets. And she's going to hit that one up, kind of a full swinging bunt, if you will, and over to first from Rodriguez over to Essex in time to get to the out there. Next up for the Hornets is number 27, Avery Schultz, the third baseman. A run around the defensive infield and outfield. We'll cover the infield first for the Patriots. Is let this first pitch come in here. And she's going to foul that one off to the side there. Behind the dish, catching is Rose Baracco. In the circle pitching is Faith Haddad. And I know I'm butchering that. I'm probably rednecking it down like the best of them. Second pitch coming in. Hit that one up to first, and just like that, I'm fixing to call her name, Jules Essex jumps up and grabs that one for the second out of the inning. So Jules Essex on first, second base, Madison Lane. Shortstop is Kami Bonin, and over on third is Hazley Rodriguez. Up to bat now, number 13, Abigail Woolard for the Hornets. First pitch in there for ball one. Around the outfield, left field, we have Allie Babin. In center field is Serenity Campbell. Right field is Cadence Wolf, I think it is. Second pitch in there for ball two. Now, continuing my stories, I picked my wedding anniversary as May the 5th because being able to remember the date easily. Now, how many years I've been married, there's the catch there, and I'll just keep it right here, finish this one out, and finish that inning there. We're going to move our way to the bottom of the 5th, and we'll hear a little bit of the music selection by Al Quarterman here, the great PA guy. But to finish out my little story there, the reason I will always remember how many years we've been married, I chose to get married in the year 2000. So picked a nice even ending year, and the next year and the next year and the next year. So all I have to do is look at the dates somewhere, and I know how many years I've been married. So yeah, planning, guys, you got to plan. If you make it, if you don't take the lead on planning the date, trust me, you're only setting yourself up for your own demise later on. If she picks the date, trust me, she will remember it. So if you pick the date, trust me, you will remember it. So that's just my little 2 cents in. I only have a penny, so I guess a penny for my thoughts, but that was my 2 cents. So somebody's making a penny somewhere. So that wraps up the 5th inning there. 6-1. Chef of Baton Rouge is leading the Good Samaritan Fellowship Hornets out of Fred, Texas. Coming up now, leading off the bottom of the 5th is Rose Baracco, number 5. That one's down low. Oh, outs. Down low for ball 1. Check on the health of my stream. Yes, it's all looking good there. Good, good, good. And that one's in there for strike 1. 1-1 to count. You're going to want to go back and watch the recording once we get it posted later tonight, and watch how the 4 or 5 runs got scored on this one. That one's in there for strike 2. 1-2 is the count for this one for the Patriots. That one's up high. Everybody's ducking out of the way for that one. 2-2 is the count. Swing and a miss there, strike 3, and that's going to retire Baracco for the Patriots, give them their first out. Now up to bat, number 11, Jules Essig, who plays first base there for the Patriots. Next game is scheduled for 7:15. Even though you see that maybe the time, if you're looking at the link on YouTube, shows it later on. I did that because I wasn't sure, just trying to make plans for the weather. And tournament play always with games that are tight. I know ACEL does a great job of planning them out, knowing about exactly how much time each game is going to take, and just being very efficient, and all that accredited to Miss Sandra Merrow and the ACEL board and all the planning that they do to 1-2, not 2-1. There we go. Great job. We've enjoyed being partnered with them, bringing you live coverage of the championship weekends with all the different sports. The one that we don't cover is track and field, and I have yet to cover track and field. Now, I have seen other live streaming places do track and field. That is a long day. Long day, and our streaming service that we use limits us to 8 hours. I know it doesn't go 8 hours, but it might feel like it at sometimes. But that's a long day, and it spreads so far out where, you know, football, basketball, baseball, softball, soccer, volleyball are all like contained in a court or on a field or in a diamond here. But yeah, that was a drop third strike, and going to be thrown down to first to get the out there to secure the second out. Designated player number 23, Kimberly McKnight, stepping up to bat here. But yeah, that's one reason I haven't, and that's also probably why I haven't live streamed any kind of golf tournament either. I mean, that's acres and acres and acres, not acorns like the squirrels in my head tell me. That one's in there for strike 1. And Mike is down there close to the Patriots dugout, so you hear their cheer and chatter, which in this game happens to be the home team. Now, this field is usually the Tioga Lady Indians, who are off playing today down in New Orleans area. John Curtis, they are playing for the quarter-round matchup. That one's outside, 2-1. So this would normally be their home field, but they are on the road, and they are actually on the third base dugout side. And I think they chose that because the sun is not right in their face. And that one's going to be in there for a strike 2. Now I have to find a charger for the iPad, which I'm using to keep score and scoreboard stuff up. Always something, as they say, and that's going to retire the side. And so rather than tell you another story, we'll go to a commercial break here and hear some words from our friends down there at Doug Young Nursery. You're watching 446 Sports. You know, technology is a really neat, fun thing. And you're watching 446 Sports ACEL Championship weekend here for softball. This is semifinal game number 1 between the Good Samaritan Fellowship Hornets and Chef of Baton Rouge Patriots. And up to bat now for the Hornets is Hannah Brown, number 2, who plays catcher for them. But technology is pretty neat. Obviously, when it's working, it's great. But my saying is it's either your best friend or worst enemy. But this iPad that I'm using to help keep the scoreboard up to date there with Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard, giving you a clear picture of what's going on at the game, that you can turn this thing over because I had it face up and the plug to plug it in was on the bottom. So obviously I don't have a plug that'll fit and sit on the counter without maybe breaking the wire. So I can turn it over and it just rotates. Pretty neat stuff. There's a hit there by Brown up to shallow center field, but that will get her down 60 feet to first base. Leadoff batter on base for the Hornets. Now coming up is number 9, Kinley Fife, who is the pitcher, where they play pitch and catch together there. Got a little movement going on here by the Hornets. That was hit out there to shallow center yet again, just over the infield, just beyond the turf, onto the natural grass. And that puts base runners at first and second here for the Hornets with no outs.
Number 20, Harley Malner.
Coming up, number 20, Harley Malner plays first here for the Hornets. PA mic there. Sees that one goes in on the outside edge of the strike zone. 0-1. Is it 1-1 or 1-2? I think there's only been two pitches. Yeah, she's going to hit that one. She's going to go to the shortstop. Can't handle it. And unfortunately, she hops up. Fife hops up from the slide to third, thinking there was going to be a play at third. Throw over to second. Gets her. Throw back home. And there's a play at the plate and got her as well. One does score. Wowee. And that is 2 outs. That's a double play. They were Patriots thinking that was the end of the inning, but great job by them there to get 2 outs. A double play clears the bases out, but one disc come across for the Hornets. They are put 2 on the board now, or have 2 on the board. Goodness gracious, a lot of play going on there. So Hannah Brown, I gave that credit to Fife coming across the board. That was actually Hannah Brown that came in. She slid to third, got up, ran into home and grabbed that one. Fife came in trying to run in behind her, and they, after the throw down to second to get Malmar out there, the second baseman came back in to home plate and got the tag on Fife there. So now at the bat. Whew, that was a lot. Number 28, Abigail Freeman plays shortstop here for the Hornets. 2 outs. That one's in there, strike one. Oh, backed way out of that one. 1-1's the count. See that sun just over the corner of the trees there, just outside the camera. 2-1. Catcher there for the Patriots, Baracco, trying to frame it in, but wouldn't saw it. Saw where it came in before. That one's outside there. 3-1 is the count. That one's in there for a strike. 3-2 now. Counts full, 2 outs. Here to Abigail Freeman. That one's up high there, and she'll earn the walk down to first base. Puts a Hornet on base. Now up to bats, number 21, center fielder, Riley Mentor. Or not Mentor, Mentor. She knew what I meant. I remember back in the day when, oh, there's a hit up the shortstop where they go all the way over to first. They do, and get the throw in time. Get the third out of the inning. And that wraps up here the top of the 6th. We'll be back for the bottom of the 6th, where Chef Baton Rouge leads 6-2 over Good Samaritan Fellowship. We'll be back in a few moments. You're watching 446 Sports.
Central Louisiana. This is your home for live sports action. From the field to the court, 446 Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage. Cheer for your favorite athletes and relive the moments that define our community spirit. Our sponsors keep us in the game. Together, we bring you the best in local sports coverage. Join the 446 Sports family today. Watch, cheer, celebrate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. 446 Sports, where Central Louisiana comes to play.
Here we are back in the bottom of the 6th. Faith Haddad takes that first pitch out to right field and gets on base there for the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 6th.
Second base, number 7.
Coming up to bat, number 7, who plays second base here for the Chef of Baton Rouge Patriots, Madison Lane. Got a substitute in for the pitcher, or courtesy runner coming in for the pitcher. I can't see that number. Might be 22
Now running to first base,
or 0-0. Lila Cernich running. There we go. 00, not. That was one of my numbers in one of my game plays. And run down to second and got her because she overran the base a little bit, tried to dive down to recover, but shortstop there for the Hornets, Abigail Freeman, making the tag down to get the first out and removing the base runner for the Patriots. But I had the base, I had the uniform number 00, and it was my coaches. I said, what, how do you say that? Not. He said, that really means you really have nothing to offer, son. And I was like, wow. And I was that bad at it. I was really that bad. He said, you're double terrible. I said, okay. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Twice, yes. That one's up high. Now 1 and 2 is your count. You see on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard down in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen with 1 out. Championship weekend, and tomorrow we'll have 2 games as well. There was a swing at that one, and whether the pitch was good or the swing, either way, it was given as the 3rd strike call. Coming up to bat here is number 4, Serenity Campbell, center fielder. But we'll have this game following semifinal game number 2 following this one. Again, it's scheduled for 7:15. We're not too far off. I think that'll be a good time. But tomorrow we'll have 2 games starting off really early. So pack your donuts and, donuts and biscuits and sausage sandwiches and bring it all, pancakes, whatever. There will be no grill on fire here, so you'll be on your own. Bring your own food out to the ballpark, as the saying would go, or the song might not go, but I'm going to sing it that way. So a lot to do here early in the morning. I know the last game scheduled for 11:15, so that would mean that the first game should be at 9:15. That one strongly hit out to right field. Is going to drop in the gap or in the vacated area in between the infield and outfield. High hit ball. We lost track of it, I think. You see that shadow casted across there, going across from second base and creeping in just a little bit towards home plate from first there. Now up to bat, number 38, Hasley Rodriguez. Bunted, that one foul, back up here into the backstop. I think I kept calling her 38, her 88. We had a conversation about this just a few moments ago, actually. Dating myself. That one's outside there. 1 and 2 I have. I don't know if I'm correct. I think it's 1 and 1. Because there's only been 2 pitches strike, so it can't be 1 and 2. It must be 1 and 1. Slap swing at that one. And now it is 1 and 2. I guess I was forecasting a little bit. Not so much like our friends there at KLB. And I did not give you the weather forecast from our friends there at KLB from the First Alert weather forecast. I'll do that on the next one. That one's outside for 2 and 2. And I don't have, I'll be honest with you, I'm hearing cheering, but it's because it's coming through the window here. Now you can hear it. That was 3 and 2. Base runner is going to scamper over to second for 60 feet there. To easy stand up, little quick jog, if you will. Started out with a good sprint and then slowly slowed up as they got to the base. I guess not to overrun it, slide past it. Saw several games day before yesterday out here where that were the case. Some folks slid and went past the bag and got tagged out like we saw here earlier. And that's going to put Rodriguez down on first and then bring up number 6, Allie Babin, the left fielder for Chef Baton Rouge. 2 outs, 2 on. Patriots lead 6-2 over the Hornets. Hit up high, and it's going to be retired there by the pitcher, Kenley Fife, for the Hornets. Wipes out the 6th inning, the top of the 6th. Anyway, we'll be back for the bottom of the 6th here in just a few moments. You're watching 446 Sports.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Staying alive, and that's what we're going to see if the Hornets can do here at the top of the 7th. I was just looking at my scoreboard knowing that I needed to make that correction and see if they can stay alive here. And they're going to be leading off here with Megan Moore, number 4, who's the second baseman here for the Hornets. They trail 6-2 here in the 7th inning, and see what they can get going here. Got a big order for them. They got 3 outs to score 4 runs or more at this point. See what they can put together. That's first pitch in there for a strike. That one's hit and hit down straight, and to get over the pitcher from Patriots, that was a 1-3 out, if you will. Faith had it over to Jules Essex to get the first out there. Next up to bat, number 11, Lorelei Gilbert. We're at the bottom of the order here, 7, 8, 9 for the Hornets. No, 1 out. Enjoyed bringing you this action today. Again, this one will end. There's nothing after this one. All the festivities will be tomorrow, following the consolation game. I believe is at 9:15, and then the championship game. So the loser of this one will play tomorrow in the consolation. The winner will earn their ticket to the ship for the 11:15 game, and then the second semifinal game, the same will happen for those two. 2-1 is the count now. And again, this stream will end after this one, and we'll start the next one. Hmm. 3-1 now the count. I'm assuming they'll keep the same 3 umpires for this game. For the next one, they'll just shift who is behind home plate. Yeah, which is normal. What happens. Been a pretty good crew so far. 3-2. No, a couple of them. I've seen all 3 of them in different games. Just have not met them. That one's fouled down and hits the batter while she's in the box. So that's just a dead ball. Or like Gilbert there, number 11. Roxon fires that one, and it hits before the plate, and that'll earn Gilbert a trip down to first base as she takes a light jog for that 60 feet. Now up to bat is number 27, third baseman Avery Schultz. See, the shift is on by the umpires because they have a base runner on. That's what I love about the three-man crews over to from second to shortstop to second base. From her knees, throwing the ball, and it's going to get the out. Wow, that's I had to work hard for it, but yes, that's a double play, and that ends the game, ends the inning. And that's going to wrap that one up. So Chef of Baton Rouge Patriots, the number 2 seed, earns their trip to the big ship tomorrow at 11:15. While the Good Samaritan Fellowship Hornets out of Fred, Texas, the number 3 seed, they will be in the consolation game tomorrow at 9:15. Next game scheduled to start at 7:15, and we'll be able to do that. So it'll be a different stream that'll be up and going. My name is Chuck Perkins. You've been watching 446 Sports live stream action here, and I've been glad to bring it to you of ACEL Championship Softball weekend. God bless. Have a good evening. We'll see you on the next one. Good night.